my body composition, most notably my back, has gotten, just again, like I said, so much thicker. And I haven't changed the drugs that I'm taking, just on testosterone.
Just think about retracting your shoulders back, pinning the shoulders back before the log.
Well, out of control.
Welcome back to the channel. Here we are at Strong Gym HQ with Mark Boyd. Today we have 9 sets of 8 for 300 kg. So that is best case scenario. We're looking to get better than my previous best in volume in the last prep, which was 320 for 9 sets of 3, total of 27 reps. That was in preparation for my PR as of late 422 by 3. We are on track for pulling 1,000 pounds at Middle East Strongest Men. And on top of that, I'm looking to be the lightest man to ever do it. Conventional, sumo no count, we've been over this. And once we get that first set done, I will have a very clear idea, both of us will, exactly how many sets to shoot for and if we need to taper down or not, maybe down to 6 reps each set, maybe cut 1 or 2 deficit pulls, because we're still doing all 3 variations, block, deficit, standard off the floor. It will be with a suit because the suit is allowed in strongman, particularly at this competition, so I'll be doing all this training in the suit that I did last prep. Body feels good, about 122 right now. And I'm ready to get to work. It's gonna be a long day. I'm sure it's gonna be one of those 3-hour plus sessions. And I got plenty of water, C4, and coconut water to get me through it. Yeah. Lots of fluid, keep myself hydrated, electrolytes high, lots of rest between sets because I'm doing so much volume, so many reps. I'm sure there are people out here who have done, out here I mean globally, in the past 300 for this kind of volume, because we have people pulling well over 450, 470, 500 kg now. But it's very specific to Mark's style of training, Mark's coaching, what we're doing today. So there's many ways to skin a chicken.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do deadlift training this way to hit a PR, but this is proven most effective with Mark himself, athletes he's coached, and as of late myself. So I say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. On that note, if you're interested in training programs, remote, I do have an app, teampersonalrecord.app, the link down below, only $1 for the first month. I have a full exercise library, a start here section if you don't know where to start, which program is right for you. And again, it's just $1 for the first month. Join thousands of members at teampersonalrecord.app. And on that note, let's get to work. On the way here, that's it. Do it. Yeah, that's good.
Let's see it. Come on, buddy. Let's see it.
And they're saying that you need
Let's go, buddy. Come on, grip and grip. Yeah. Make it light. Last warm up. Let's go. Right. Relax. You get top on as well. Oh. Let's go. Big power. Yeah. Second set. Big power. Come on. Yup. Yeah. Action. Come on. Good. Go. Come on, let's go. Yep. Thanks.
First set, breathing went something like this. 2-3 reps, take a breath. 2-3 reps, take a breath. Then 1 breath on 6, 7, and 8 in between each rep. Second set, held it for about 4 or 5 reps.
Yeah.
Then I need to take another breath, like 2 breaths, to finish the remaining 3 and make it 8. This set though, I'm gonna try something different. Deliberately take an extra long, big diaphragmatic breath, hold as much air as I possibly can before that first rep, and try and get through all 8. Because the minute you expel the oxygen, you loosen up, things will get wobbly, and it's really hard to breathe in your diaphragm again, especially when you're lifting for time and you're already out of breath, especially under this kind of load. So you feel like for the best performance, in my experience, and I think for most athletes, you're gonna perform your best, most explosive under that first breath.
You're just maximizing the tension.
Yeah.
Of the load, and it's kudos to your conditioning.
For sure.
And we're working on the anaerobic capacity of lifting, which is untapped territory when it comes to some athletes. So yeah, that's definitely, it's going to be beneficial when coming to competing and maximizing tension through it.
1,000,000%. Most notable example, Irakli and press. I remember last week, first set, I tried breathing in between each rep, and it took about 4 times as long.
Yeah.
And it was twice as difficult as my second set, where I did all 8 reps in 1 breath.
And you chose violence.
I chose violence. I woke up that morning and said, I choose violence. So today I didn't wake up like that, but I choose it now. Second set was like the prelude for what's to come. But this next set, I'm gonna do my best to get all 8. Or as close as I can. Even 2 breaths would shave up a lot of time, because the longer I hold that air, the more explosive I am. Everything you see nice and rigid. So resting probably between 5 minutes or so. Each set around 5 minutes.
Yeah. And again, it's we're already what, 30 minutes into the session, and we're smashed through 16 reps of 300. So again, it's just showing you your condition's getting better week in, week out, alongside getting stronger and stronger.
Absolutely. Last cycle prep for 422, I did 320 for 9 sets of 3. So this is 20 kg lighter, so about like 7% less weight. But we're aiming, ideally, not necessarily aiming for it, but we're aiming for 9 sets of 8, or as close as we can get to that, and about 25% more volume than I did with 320 for 9 sets of 3 in my last prep.
We've got room to taper. We're aiming between 6 to 8 reps over these 9 sets. Obviously, we've already smashed the first 2. Deficit's going to be the telltale sign of where this is going to go.
That's going to wipe me.
Yeah.
I'll try not to let it get to me, but it just kicks your lower back in the ass.
But that's important as well. Like when you're doing your programming back home, try not to cookie cut it, go off of day by day. Each day is different.
Absolutely.
Some days you'll have less sleep, some days you'll have less food, more food. Again, I always say to Larry, we take each day as it comes. We'll do it off of how you feel. For example, we skipped a training day yesterday.
That's right.
We pushed it forward to today because it was more suitable for Larry. And yeah, you just take it day by day when it comes to programming.
Absolutely. 1 week at a time.
One day at a time.
One day at a time, excuse me.
Thank you. Come on. Let's crank the gears now, let's go. Come on, laddie. Big power. Come on. Yep. Good. 4. Good. Last one. Yep.
So that's it. Push the limit a bit. I did all 8 reps in one breath. And it was much easier than doing 4 or 5 in one breath, letting that air out, and then trying to breathe in between each rep from 5 to 8. And I'm also less fatigued after that last set. So, noticeable difference. Now, replicating that on deficit will be much harder because the reps will be slower. So I'll be holding my breath for longer. Because they're certainly not going to move as fast because it's a longer range of motion, and it won't be as snappy off the floor because the deficit pull, hips are lower. Nonetheless, I had room to hold it for even longer. I definitely once at my limit. Could have done maybe 2 or 3 more before I needed to breathe. So I'll try the same with this. But I already foresee game day when it comes to lock, clean, and press on one breath. All in one breath. Violent, explosive, minimal time under tension. That'll be my best shot at winning that particular event.
Fight against it, let's go, come on, channel this. Let's see. What did you choose today? Come on. Let's go. Big power up. Nice, good. Perfect. Good. Good, come on. Good, one more, let's go. Yeah, nice, perfect. Channel it. Aggressive, laddie, come on. Come on, let's see it. Come on then, let's go. Good. 4, come on. 5, 6, good. 7, good. One more, let's go, finish it. Yeah, nice, good. 70, fuck. That's me tight, 70, yeah? Channel everything in there, let's go. Yeah! Yep, that's it, come on. Coil the spring, let's go. Yeah. Good, come on. 1 more, let's go. Good. Come on, let's go. 1 more, let's go, come on. Big plan. Yeah, finish it, good.
It's wobbling, so annoying.
Have a good breath. Now emphasise the dead stop here, yeah? Dead stop power, dead stop.
Yeah.
Let's go, fire it up. Get aggressive. Make it fly, come on, let's go. Yup. Nice. Yup. Good, 2 more, come on, let's go. Yeah, last one. Yes, good. Good job. Come on. Coil the spring. Big gear. Come on. Dead stop power. Dead stop power. Come on. Fire it up. Let's go, laddie. Come on. Let's see it. Aggressive. Yep. Good. Good, come on. 2 more, let's go violent, come on. Come on. Good, grip, let's go. Yes, good.
So, if you haven't noticed, my back is thick as fuck right now. My T-spine area, rhomboids, traps, obliques, everything has gotten substantially thicker. I've lost weight, scale weight, from 125 down to 122. Stopped taking growth hormone as of the last 2 months or so, because it's just not necessary right now. So I lost some more weight as a result. In addition to that, the conditioning, Friday strongman movement sessions, farmer's yoke, that is also helping me shred some water weight too. Not to mention it's 50 degrees every damn day out here with like 200% humidity. So even the car AC doesn't really work. But about 2 to 3K tops calories per day. Just 3 meals, a snack, which might be a cookie or a slice of cake. Just eating when I'm hungry and until I'm satisfied. I'm not eating till I'm full, I'm not eating till I'm sick. And I have done this before, where I would have, let's say, 6,000 a day, 10,000 calories a day. And the health consequences greatly outweigh the physique and strength benefit. Because you can't breathe, you can't sleep, so your recovery is shit. You do okay in the gym for 1 set, but then after that set, you're heaving for 10, 20 minutes. Your muscular endurance suffers as well. So it's really only good if you're training for just 1 rep. And even then so, we're training for that now. And I'm doing quite the opposite, where I'm just on 3 meals a day, normal portions, like 800 calories per meal, not force feeding. And I feel great. Muscular endurance is great, conditioning is great. Back, my body composition, most notably my back has gotten, just again, like I said, so much thicker. And I haven't changed the drugs that I'm taking, just on testosterone. And that's literally it, just testosterone. So it just goes to show how far good training can really take you, as opposed to slacking with the training I've done in the past, because I haven't had a coach present. In the last couple of years, admittedly, I've been training for views, just to maintain, for fun, and no coach around, no supervision. So I would do 1, 2 sets to failure, move on to the next movement. And that only gets you so far. Because to grow with that kind of lazy training, let's be honest, you're gonna just need more drugs and more food. But you don't need to sacrifice health to get stronger and become better as an athlete, as I'm proving here for the last 3 months. So my mission, not only of course is to take first, admittedly strongest man, but anything can happen, who knows who shows up. At the end of the day, it's me versus me, is to do 1,000-pound deadlift and be the lightest man to ever do it. 500 kgs, that's up in the moon. Let's be realistic. 1,000-pound deadlift is a very sizable, respectable goal. It's realistic after what I've done most recently with the 420 for 3. And I have even more time to prepare for it. So I believe Novikov right now is the lightest man to do it at about 130 something, 132 or 133. I think he pulled 1,000 pounds at. I want to do it under 125. Conventional, of course, because we know we've been over this guy. Sumo doesn't count. So that bought me enough time for my next set. Gotta get back to work. Yeah.
Again, come on. Yeah. Fire it up, let's go. Come on, coil the spring. Let go, yes, good. Good, 3 more. Good, last 2, come on. Fire, good. Last one, let's see. Yeah, good. contracting your shoulders back, pinning the shoulders back before the log, the deadlift. We're bracing. Very good. Last set I want you to drag your shoulders back. There you go, that's better. You pause.
So we wrap up today's session, 372 reps. What a day.
Yeah.
Didn't think it was gonna go that far, but when you push your limits, you don't know what you'll end up with, just how far you can take it. I pushed my anaerobic capacity from the first 2 sets, like maybe hold my breath for a few reps. Then I found I can hold it for all 8 reps. So I'm shocking myself each week we do this training prep. Each week we push further and harder. I'm surprising myself with just what I can really end up with supervision, good coaching, and someone holding me responsible for my training and recovery. As I've done my best in the past with John Gaglione when he was over my shoulder, making sure I did everything I had to do. There was no ego lifting, no social media lifting, just good old hard work. So thanks to you. And of course, I got to pat myself on the back. It was challenging, was in here for over 3 hours, but was very successful at the end of the day. Blew out any volume training I've ever done in the past. With Coach Gaglione, I've maybe done at my best 9 sets of 3, definitely not with 300 kg even. So now it would be 9 sets of 8 with 300 kg. Super happy with that. We're well on our way to our end goal, at least for August, 1,000-pound deadlift, and the lightest one to do it, 122 kg right now. At the most, I'll probably get to 125 on the day of, after some carb loading. And that's a wrap. Body feels great, no aches and pains, back's a little bit tight, but after 72 reps, it's to be expected, right? If you're interested in strongman coaching or strongman training, Strong Gym HQ is the place to do it. And again, teampressurerecord.app for training programs and for the figure 8 straps and the OG PR belt, yellow and blue. purelifestyle.com. Got all the training wraps and accessories you'll ever need, and they'll last you a lifetime. So we'll see you guys just in a few days.
Yep.
We have, exactly, that's actually tomorrow. King of the table 4, biggest arm wrestling match in history, Devon and Levan going head to head. We got East versus West. 2 Titans meet up at the table. Levan's like 180, 190 kg right now. Devon on his pancake syrup diet, bigger than he's ever been, looking absolutely massive. We'll head up to see him right now, actually. I can't wait for this weekend. Saturday, head over to Core Sports, link down below for your pay-per-view tickets. It's gonna be a real show for you guys. We cannot wait to put on for you. See you on the next one.
See you guys.